Good afternoon. This is my fifth video um, reviewing the H pill after 81 days that I've been on the product. And a three things I wanted to touch on kind of quick. Uh, One is that some people think that the H pill is going to work right away, and it can. I've got a friend that had Parkinson's disease, and 3 days after he started the H pill, uh, he began talking, where he could have conversation, and within 3 weeks was out walking and actually jogging a little bit, which was a miracle. Whether it was prayer, whether it was the H pill, I don't know. But what I do know is after 81 days that uh, there we go. Uh, it took me maybe a month to kind of realize that I was getting some benefits, but I didn't really feel them to start with. And once I started to feel the benefits, I don't know whether it was a month or 3 weeks or 5 weeks or what, but uh, it was remarkable that all of a sudden I was without pain. I've been taking pain pills, a little pill called Tramadol that um, uh, most pharmacies is the #1 product that they have because so many people are in pain. And it's not like, Oxycontin and morphine and all those things you hear about on TV, but it's a good little pain pill, and I've been taking 4, 5, 6 of them up until I started on the H pill. And a few weeks later, I realized that for 2, maybe 3 weeks, I had not had a pill. And I haven't had one since, and I don't need one. I mean, I can walk, uh, I can work around the ranch and do things that I've been putting off for a long time, and I won't belabor the point. But my point is that if you go to my link and look at that little video back there, about 3 minute long video, it'll tell you how the H pill works. And kind of a key from my perspective is that the cells have to get rid of the clutter, the debris, and everything that they have in them before they can really go to work. And this cleaning process, detoxification, is something that you have to wait until it gets done before the cell can really be functional, and you need to drink a lot of water. Well, let's kind of move on, and something else I want to talk about. A question is, do you need to take vitamins and minerals with the H pill? And I really don't know. What I do know is that we're made out of dirt. In other words, we're made out of minerals. And Tom Maurer, the owner of Sizzle, way back when he had another company, their most popular product was one made out of trace minerals, essential minerals, and there were 77 in that particular product. Well, he's brought that whole formula into Sizzle, and so we have all the 77 minerals and fulvic acid. And the important part of the fulvic acid is trees give off in their roots fulvic acid, and the purpose of which is to just dissolve the rock. And get to thinking about it, down where there's dirt and there's gravel and this and that and the other, and rocks, you actually see trees growing out of rock. Well, it's the same thing with us taking minerals. Minerals are little tiny, tiny little rocks that need to be dissolved in order to get into our cells. Let's go back in time to 1993 when we were with that prior Tom Maurer company. And there was a fella, a Dr. Joel Wallach, that had a book called Dead Doctors Don't Lie. And the reason he had that title is at that time in the early 90s, the MDs were dying. They would die at the age of 54 on the average. Now, rest of us, live longer. Here I am, 81 years, and that was, I don't know, 25 years ago. Anyway, but the point is, if you want a vitamin or a mineral, I would consider getting Sizzle's product called Spectra Max. It has 77 minerals in it, like I said, plus it's got some other things in there. And all the things in the pharmacy shelves and the grocery shelves that are vitamins and minerals, maybe it'll have 6 minerals or maybe 13. Once I found one that had 23, but what about the other 77? It's kind of like, let's say you're up in Alaska and you're building a house and you're way back in the bush, and it took hours to get the supplies to you, and they delivered all the supplies to build the house, but they forgot the nails. Well, it's a tiny little thing, like a mineral might be a little thing like strontium or vanadium or some little crazy thing that we don't even think about. But it might be very critical to the function of some of the cells. So it's something that I would consider is if you want a vitamin, if you want a mineral, I'd look at the Spectra Max. Now, getting back to, I want to tell you one more story about minerals. Dr. Wallach found that in the Himalayas, the farmers there, real steep terrain, were healthy. They didn't have cancer, they didn't have heart trouble, they didn't have diabetes, anything like that. But they were getting their minerals from the water, and the water, they drank, or, they fertilized their, they put it on their plants, and that's how they were getting their minerals, and that's why they're healthy. And actually, in their 90s, they were climbing up these steep terrains, farming. And there's one more thing that I want to talk about in regards to vitamins and minerals, and that is Harvard Medical School says that 97% of us don't have the right nutrients. Well, I can understand that. Let's say down in San Joaquin Valley where they grow tomatoes, they'll harvest the tomatoes and then they put maybe 3 different minerals back in the soil, potassium, sodium, and nitrogen, and things like that, but just not the 77 that we need. So when you eat a tomato, you're thinking you're getting a full tomato. It looks like a tomato, feels like a tomato, but it isn't really the kind of tomato that the pioneers used to grow way back when the soils were strong. Now, let's jump way back to the age pill, which to me is really working. I'll never be without it. I just have daily, I'm getting more and more benefits and realization of benefits, but it didn't quite start that quick. And everybody's a little bit different, but just be aware of that. But if you want to try it, go to my website, which is Age Pill Youth, YOUTH, and you can get a bottle for $60 to your door, and actually even a little less than that here in the United States. But that will give you the best pricing if you're a distributor. It doesn't cost anything to be a distributor. I would get on some kind of program with the company so they deliver the product to you once a month. I don't want you running out if you get started, because it'll set you back. And the last thing is that if you have any questions back there where my link is, there will be a Facebook section, and you can message me. Any question is fair game, because I want you to get the benefit of it, and I'll answer anything that you can throw at me. So until tomorrow, you have a good day. Appreciate you watching. Thank you. Bye-bye.